Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Nazira
Yeah.
from Tamil Nadu, Salem, and I belong to Salem. I am working as an assistant professor in Government Arts College for Women. Madam, I have to really thank you because for the past few years we have been constantly living in the bubble of fear. And your speech, it was really very soothing and it was comforting. And what we needed much today, that was the essence of your speech. And one thing I would like to request you, that is, we are very much interested to invite you as a speaker to our institution. If time permits, you should accept our invitation because your speech that will be really helpful for our girl students, our scholars, because what we today need more than technology is humanities, this empathetic approach. So really, that is what I found in your speech, and thanks a lot for such an encouraging, empathetic speech today, ma'am. It is a real good opening for the entire program. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I assume that that was for me, the comment, because I did talk about fear and stress. I don't know, perhaps Dr. Kalyana Lakshmi did as well in her talk. But yes, it is very important. And if it's for me, I would be delighted to come and address your institution. That would be with much joy. So
Thank
you
you.
can contact me either through Dr. Vasudeva, or if you like, I can put my email in the chat, whichever is the most appropriate.
Please, ma'am, please do.
Okay, so I put that. Oh, it says the chat isn't available at this time, so there'll have to be another way of sending you my email so you can contact me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Please give your mail ID to the organizers, ma'am. Later, it will be easier for us to get it.
Yes, Dr. Vasudeva, she has all my contact details, so please contact her. And she's
Yes,
with the Cape Comorin Trust.
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions?
Hello, madam. Hello, madam. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, madam. With due permission from the chair, I would like to ask one query from Madam Kallani. That, madam, if you can hear me, can I put
Yeah.
my
I can
query to
hear
you,
you.
sir?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
madam.
can hear you, sir.
Yeah, madam. I am teaching in an undergraduate college,
Yes, sir.
and I am from Nagaland.
Okay, sir.
By in our college or under our university,
Yeah.
that there is no research methodology pattern in our curriculum in
Yeah.
the undergraduate system.
Yes, sir.
So as a result, we are unable to give kind of fostering tips to the students.
Yes.
So in that case, what your take up to give some steps or ideas so that we can give some suggestions or idea to the students so that
Yeah.
they can develop their research idea or
Y-
research mentality in their
Yes,
mind. So please,
sir.
if
Yeah,
you
sir.
can highlight.
Yeah, sir. Actually, it is a role of the, as I said, it is a role of the administration who has to take care about the shaping up of your curriculum first of all. But as you see that this is lagging, because means I understood that your institution does not have such a curriculum to focus on your research. So what one can do is, because as a teacher, we can do is, we if really some student is really interested, suppose, then you can encourage the student, means it is not for curriculum based, you can encourage the student to work on some individual project. Like see, I have come across that I have personally come across such a situation. Then in our classrooms, students ask us, even in our institution we don't have our department doesn't have such a curriculum to execute projects, right sir? So what when the student approaches, then what we are trying to give is, you can personally go to some means faculty, academicians means faculty, and you can request them if they are willing that yes, suppose if the students comes to me that yes ma'am, we want to do some project, yes I am encouraging them that miss, not many students, at least I am encouraging some students who are really interested, and I am trying to mentor them. This is what one individual teacher can do sir, apart from your curriculum. This is what
Okay, ma'am.
even I am also following in my institution also.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes sir.
Ma'am, one more thing regarding what you have concluded in the last slide. You have
Yes sir.
mentioned that regarding this extension activities.
Yeah.
So could you highlight few more points regarding this extension
Sir,
activities?
extension activities is something like you are now, actually what happens is you can also make the student to interact. Okay sir, extension means you can make the students to interact with the problems, like when we are trying to take them to some institutions to show them what is actually there. Means you are where undergraduate and graduate students, postgraduate students is, you are, as a teacher our role is to to inculcate the research importance of research. Like you are taking them to visit certain institutions for showing some what is how the other institutions are, or you can ask the students to go and collaborate with some type of some institutions, such that the students can improve their knowledge. This is what your extension activities like, or you can make them to what is that uh, with some lectures and all. So these become some of the extension activities. Generally what we do is we take them to some research based institutions.
Hmm.
Yes sir. So
Okay, ma'am.
there then the students then feel that yes sir, this is actually, see, studying in theoretical knowledge is different. Actually when you are involving with some institutions and interacting with the scientists or something like, then they will understand. Actually in the institutions here also, when you do for doctoral post your sorry, your PhDs, then you are doing basic research at the university level. It is not that we are now trying to really give some equipment or something. We are not giving that, but we are doing some basic research here, for which we should have certain knowledge before we enter it. So that can be done from this extension activities. So that is what I feel, sir.
Yeah, sorry to taking extra time from the chairperson. Actually, I would like to get the information, because when our students will go to some other institution, they will share their knowledge with others.
Yeah.
But how it will be a extension to the society or extension to the other
Sir,
student?
at
That
this
is my
point,
specific question, ma'am.
yeah, at this point of time, means this is what one can do, sir. Means we cannot make the students, because we don't have projects. Unless if you have some projects, then only we can say that your extension activities can be done. But
Okay, ma'am.
what
Okay,
all
ma'am.
we are trying to follow is, we are now as our institution is following is, we are trying to take them to see that, because we cannot as an institution, from our institutions we cannot make them to go personally and do the things. So from institution side, this is what we will be taking permission and making them to interact with the persons, like means practically, and also theoretical knowledge by lectures and something like that, extension lectures, something like that.
So it will be extension activity, right, ma'am?
Yeah, extension activities.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. We can still take up a question or two.
Ma'am, I have a question to Dr. Kalyan Lakshmi. This is Nazira.
Yes,
I
sir.
would like to intervene. I request all the participants to please turn on their camera so that we could just capture some good memories with both the speakers and the participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
Priya.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I have a question to you, ma'am. Nowadays, we think that PhD, getting a PhD, is the pinnacle of our academic excellence. But in your presentation, you have mentioned that level 2 and level 3 research stages.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
second one is postdoctoral, and the
Yes.
third one is global research. And could you please elaborate on the second one because I'm much interested.
Postdoctoral,
And
ma'am. Yeah.
yeah, yes,
Postdoctoral is something like means once you complete your PhD,
yes,
then it is the extension of your research, your current findings. Whatever all you have stopped at particular means it is not that you will give all solutions at a time in your PhD. So you have some findings, you have now interpreted the data, and you have written in this form of thesis, and you submitted with good publications, and everything is done. But you want to extend the same field, and you have something more future work in that particular area, then you get an opportunity to work further, which is what we it is termed as postdoctoral with some fellowship actually. Like
yes,
because you are from India, I hope. Then from here we have like some fellowships for women, like women scientist schemes, and CSIR is providing research associate, something like that, which we are calling it as postdoctoral. And not only that, for others who are interested to work outside, so they also can approach different countries who are working in our field such that we can work further. So this is what your postdoctoral is. As you are you want to confine only to our place, then you have to approach government organization for the to work on particular field with some fellowships, which we are calling it as a postdoctoral work. It's a global activity.
Can
Suppose
we
you, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
can we approach UGC, ma'am,
Yeah, yes,
for
ma'am,
our
definitely.
postdoctoral?
UGC
Yes,
has got postdoctoral fellowships, and right now it is the system means they had stopped 2 years back, but now they are, I think it is under reconstruction. But you see that from DST, ma'am, DST is encouraging many women, means women to work further, means for postdoctoral, like you want to work in specific areas, then you're based on your
yes,
proposal, then DST is encouraging women with certain amount. See, one student is working with me who she's a woman, and she was encouraged, means as a mentor, because I am approaching as a mentor, I have given some research idea such that she has approached DST and she got a project. Now see, this how you can continue your research this further.
ma'am, what is the full form of this VST, ma'am?
Not VST, ma'am, DST, Department of Science and Technology.
Department of
Means if
Science.
you are science and technology, it is okay, ma'am. Other means if
I
you are
belong
from
to
other,
the humanities department, ma'am.
then you have another programs, ma'am, that you can check from the website, and you have some other programs where they are encouraging the women researchers, particularly with some project amount, means some projects.
I think ICSSR
Yes, sir. Yes,
also
yes, ma'am.
is
ICSSR. Yes, ma'am. Because I am from science background, I have a very less knowledge on arts. That's why. But I,
Thank
ICSSR.
okay, ma'am.
ICSSR. I'll make a
Yeah,
note of it.
ICSSR. Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you're
Dr.
audible.
Khalil? I have some comment on Julie's presentation. It was wonderful. And I really enjoyed. It was really inspiring because I have been teaching regarding interpersonal skills like communication skills, other soft skills like collaboration, teamwork, critical thinking. And my name is Anil, and I am working at National Institute of Technology, Srinagar. It's an institute university of national importance. And in our department, we are trying to create a center for human skills. So I think you can relate for teachers as well as students. It will be very beneficial, and if you could be a help in future, means we would love to invite you to suggest certain things so that we can develop it as a university wide center and all the departments can benefit. I can't hear.
You need to
Julie.
unmute, ma'am.
Sorry.
Yeah, please, please.
Yes, thank you. I would be delighted to share with you, to share my knowledge, experience, our programs, so that we can basically all collaborate for better outcomes, better health, well-being, and so we can all thrive, definitely.
Thank you so much. It was really
I think-
wonderful. It was really
So I'm
wonderful.
glad you enjoyed it, and you can contact the Cape Comorin Trust and
Sure,
ask
sure.
Dr. Vasudeva, and I'm sure they will be happy to pass on my details to you.
So nice of you. Thank you. Thank you.
And congratulations on all your work.
Thank you so much. We are just, working on it. Yeah.
And your smile.
Thank you.
See,
Thank
I'm
you.
very right brain, so I notice these things. And just to let you know, I will continue knowing you because of your smile and what I feel through the screen.
So nice of you. So
See
nice
how
of you.
this imprints on people.
I'm really, really grateful. Really great.
I am too. Thank you for sharing your smile.
Stay happy.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I think we can take up one more last question.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes, I'm from Karnataka. I'm Professor G.M. Kulkarni. My question to Julie, madam. Thank you for your wonderful presentation, madam. Now, my question is for both the presenter. If you clarify the matter, then it is good. Whether our education system is moving towards research-based or placement-based. Can you audible, madam? My question is clear.
I think so.
Hello.
What I would always say is both, because it's the
Hello.
left brain and the right brain. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it's not either or, it's both. So, but we need to be the leaders. So that would be the third, is if we put the left and the right brain and we come up with global solutions,
Yeah.
then and we embody them, then we will be doing the research, being a
Yeah.
leader in that, and creating new placements. and
Yeah.
getting this is changing. The placements are changing all the time. 2 days ago, I heard Elon Musk say, should people do PhDs? And he said, well, that's not really what we're looking for. So they want people who can think for themselves, who can be innovative, who can be creative, who are empathetic, who are going to be part of a team. So these things are definitely now directly related to placement. So perhaps Dr. Kalyani Lakshmi has something to say about that as well.
Yeah, madam.
I also agree with you, because it depends on our nation, our policies, our government policies, how they are being, how the curriculum is based on, and how it is implemented at the institution level is also very, very important. So if you are trying to create, if you are trying to create
In fact-
opportunities, ultimately the goal of a student is that they should get good job. They should settle with good, with a good, means good job finally. But how it can be reached at an early stage is very, very important, and it depends on the individual institution. There were several factors, of course. Our curriculum makes everything. This is what I understand, sir. Because we have to encourage them in their respective fields, like their personal interest. The interest of the student is also very, very important. So it should be based on that. That is what I feel.
Okay. Thank you.
May I add to this, please?
Yes, ma'am.
So, this is a very interesting question that has come up, sir. because I have two departments here. There's a department of English, which is organizing this FTP, and there is a department of journalism and mass media. Now, this is a very typical thing that we face in the latter department, where students do come with a job in mind, and under the UGC and those structures of Indian research, we call it, we talk of these options, that are you research oriented or are you a job oriented course or person. However, if you look at even the new education policy and of course the kind of debate going on in this environment, the whole idea is to become research oriented. So research oriented would, in my understanding, be that approach which we learn, and the younger in the younger classes also we encourage students to be research oriented, even if you are doing a job that may not necessarily be in the R&D department or in the teaching department. Having critical thinking and being able to add, and as Julie said, empathize, you see, because research is just a tool really of knowing or identifying a problem, a set of problem, and finding solutions. So if somebody says that I want to be in a job and I just want to do a certain level of degree, that is very different from wanting to do research or not. So a lot of people just get into PhD because that's a requirement. But what we are talking about here is having that research approach and outlook acumen, which I think should be a part of our pedagogy, of our way we look at education overall. Unfortunately, till now we have been following this system in India, which is very much led towards getting a job. It has a lot to do with our economic, social, and political system as well as it is anywhere. I think that's changing now. We do encourage children to do what they want to do, and wanting and liking and aptitude also means they should have a research approach. So that's how actually we at Manav Rachna are also trying to discuss and turn things over. So even for our UG students, we encourage them to write papers, which essentially means read up on the subject, to review papers, because it clicks in their mind then to look at the various points of view, etc. So I would sort of say, instead of us going either or, we must say that research should be that outer layer within which we find answers, we get degrees, and we get jobs.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was the best way to wind up this session. I can see many participants have raised their hands, but due to time constraints, we won't be able to take up all individual questions. I request all of you to write down, if you still have certain questions or queries from both our speakers, you can write down an email to both the speakers and get answers to your questions. I once again thank our Dean, our HOD ma'am, and both the speakers for the day, especially the participants who joined us across various states, districts, and across the country. Good night, good day. See you tomorrow.